Alright guys, if you remember, if you checked out my preview video of all the projects I got coming up, I kind of let you in on what's going on with this. I'm going to go into a little more detail in this video. Essentially, I have a working Space Invaders except the monitor shot. It wasn't working up until, it was actually busted for about 6 months, and then I ended up switching out a capacitor on the PCB board that I'll show you that again. And the game fired right up, except the monitor, it was playing blind. It's what's called when it plays when the monitor's not actually working, but you can still like hear the sounds and stuff and get some feedback that you're actually controlling the spaceship down there. But so the monitor was shot, and you can actually, I found out you can throw in just an old tube television because of the composite video that comes out of this thing. Works with any TV now. But so yeah, let's go dive into this thing and I'll show you what's going on. Let me show you exactly how this is working. It's really only 2 wires that are going into this television set from the logic board. Oh my god, squeeze past here. So the original game board ran a mono, black and white, monochromatic, whatever you want to call it, monitor. It was giving me issues. I changed some fuses on the chassis, and it was actually, it powered up. Like I could tell it was getting power, but it was making some awful burning smells, and the whole metal frame that the chassis was sitting on was getting super hot. So rather than just chance my garage setting on fire, I figured I'd just put one of these bad boys in there, and it looks just as good. Like you're not even gonna be able to tell the difference when it's actually inside here. But anyway, so there's two video. Let's see if I can find it. Flashlight. 2 video wires. Coming out of the this right here, this connector, which is actually every other wire on this thing except for the small black and white wire, which are at the bottom or the farthest right side of the connector. So you want to avoid the purple, the blue, and the green if you're doing this yourself. Actually, this flashlight's washing it out. There you go, it's a little bit better. So the smallest wires are not carrying any power. That's just the video signal. So black is your ground and white is the actual video signal. And all you need to do to get it to work on a television set is get one of those yellow composite video cables and just strip the ends off of it. There's actually 2 wires inside of this. One's ground, one's for video, which I just twist them together right there. I don't even think I'm going to solder. I think I'm just going to tape it up. It should be fine. It's not like it's going to be shaking around. But that's it. Yeah, you just plug it into the back of the or the front of the TV. This is the back of the TV. I just took it apart. I'm going to end up taking this whole plastic frame off and set it inside there. But oh my god, this thing is so out of focus. But yeah, that's it. That's just the video. No audio is going through because there's a separate audio board for the game itself, so it doesn't need to do that. Oh, sorry, flashlight. Alright guys, I got the front glass off. Yeah, so there's our monitor that needs to be swapped. For those that don't know about Space Invaders or Space Invaders Deluxe, I thought it'd be cool to show you exactly what's going on inside, because when you play it, you're actually getting color. There's actually this overlay that gives you the illusion of color, if you will. So it's black and white pumping through this red, yellow, green. Actually, that's it. And then projected behind, so that's projected on the back of this or front of this mirror. So you can't even really. Actually, so here's the actual monitor. Here's the reflection that you're actually playing on. So it looks like there's a monitor there, but there's actually a double-sided mirror going about a 45-degree angle this way. And then because it's double-sided, you actually have this background on just a piece of cardboard that's just placed back here, so that the game projects onto this backlit backdrop. So it gives you kind of like a 3D feel. It's pretty cool. I think it's actually really cool. It's really creative as far as like what they had to work with back then to make like a badass arcade game. So anyway, I got the glass off. I got the The chassis is still in there. I dismounted it from the bolts that were holding it in place, and now actually it's still connected to the monitor. We're actually gonna have to discharge the monitor with this handy dandy screwdriver wire tool that I made. I'm actually going to show you how to do it on this TV first, just because it's out in the open. What you want to do is, so to make this tool, there's plans online how to do it. Let me zoom out. All it is just a flathead screwdriver with a wire and a gator clip. There we go, focus. And so all you have to do is strip the end of the wire with a gator clip, and I made this one about 6 inches of exposed wire, and then you just wrap it around the metal part of the screwdriver all the way around, and then just keep wrapping until it adheres. Well, you just want to make sure it doesn't come loose from this, and then electrical tape the living piss out of it all the way down through the handle, so that way it's you're not going to get shocked from it. So you don't want to touch this as you do what I'm about to show you. Always want to be insulated. So what you want to do is that suction cup thing I told you not to touch. This is what we're going to have to do to get that thing off. So, and we're not actually going to do this to you. I'm just going to walk you through the process. With the gator clip, you want to connect this to something metal that exists on the monitor or the TV itself. You don't want to like clip it to your keys and like electrocute yourself. So this one's a bad example. So usually, well, if you look back here where the TV's mounted, so here's like there's like a metal screw here and a metal washer. You can just clip this bad boy to that thing, and it's not gonna clip in there. Okay, there you go, clip to that. And then with the screwdriver, make sure you don't touch anything else on the TV, other hand in your pocket, and you take this and just shove it gently underneath the suction cup, and so you want to wiggle it around until this thing pops off. And there's actually two like forked teeth that kind of like pinch it together to the sides of this thing, so you're gonna have to like depress that for it to come out, and then you might hear a little shock. But yeah, that's the gist of it. And then after that, you still don't want to touch it because it could still have a charge, but so just be careful. Don't do it if you don't feel comfortable. I'm telling you not to do it. Get somebody, if you don't feel like doing it, get somebody else to mess with it. But there's a bunch of videos online on YouTube that you can check out, watching people do it. The reason I want to show you on this because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get the camera in here and the screwdriver. I don't want to electrocute myself while I'm filming this. So you have the general idea of what I'm doing. Alright, so that being said, you see, I'm gonna put, this is metal right here. I'm gonna clip the gator clip to that. Actually, I might be able to do this both hands. Make sure you don't touch anything. And this monitor hasn't been on, so it's dead. Who knows? It probably doesn't even have a charge, but you want to just be on the safe side. I don't want to kill myself. Can you see that? I can't even fucking see that shit. Flashlight in there. Perfect. Alright. So, on the camera. So normally, oh shit. Normally you would feel, you'd hear a little pop or a shock, and that lets you know that it's discharged. And I'm not hearing any of that, so I'm thinking this thing's not even. Alright, I'm gonna have to put the camera down because I can't do this shit one-handed. But you get the idea. Alright, I got that fucker off. That's it, actually, right there. Focus it. And you can see. So that stuff, I forget what that oil stuff is. It's actually normal. These old TVs, it looks like it's leaking TV blood. Who knows? Anyway, so that's disconnected. But there's also, so that's the high voltage. There's also, oh, what the hell is it called? Oh, crap. It's these red and green, and I think there's a yellow one back there, and a black one. And shit, somebody's gonna have to correct me in the comments because I cannot friggin' remember what the hell that's called. Anyway, those are still connected to the chassis. I'm gonna have to disconnect those. Let's see if I can see it from the other side. Is it yoke? Is that what that's called? Vertical? I don't know. Oh, Jesus, that thing's really in there. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna snip those wires because this thing's busted anyway. I will leave enough room to splice the wires back together just in case one day I decide to fix this, which I don't think I'm going to. I'll probably just give it away. But yeah, so that yellow and wire and the red and green, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut those just to sever it from the metal chassis. Then I can get the whole damn thing out. Alright, let's do that. Boop. Alright guys, I went ahead and took the old tube out. Just because I was on a roll and I was really nervous about getting it out and breaking this glass, so I just kind of eased it out to see if it would work, and it squeezed out, but I was too afraid to put it back in just to show you guys on the video. So as I took it out, so now that I have everything's exposed now, I can actually see what's going on. I actually found out the easiest way to remove this friggin' double glass mirror. There's these things that rest on that they just don't move, but then now that I have some daylight on this side, there's actually I mean, I should have just saw this with a flashlight here. There's these bolts here that are holding this track in place, and I'm thinking if I just remove those, I can just slide the glass up and out. So I'm gonna try that, and I hope to God I do not break this glass, because I don't even know where the hell I'd find a replacement. I'm sure I can go to some glass company, but I mean, look how dirty that old monitor was. Jesus, looked like I just went, I don't know, oil rig. Working on an oil rig. What the hell am I doing? Oh, tripod. So I figured I'd at least document this part, and I mean, I guess worst case I have me busting the glass on YouTube. Oh man, this is gonna suck if I break it. All right. Okay, I found a workaround solution so I don't have to take this glass out. You can actually see me back there. So I took out these things, whatever things that the mirror was resting on, and it actually allows you to kind of fold the mirror all the way back, just kind of rest it. So instead of having the mirror going all the way up here, it's now like back this far. So I have enough room where I can get the monitor in. So we're getting there, guys. We're almost done. The one thing though, if you noticed that when I had Space Invaders rocking on the TV, it was actually it looked like it was playing fine, but it was actually backwards because we're playing through a mirror, so we need to play the reverse image. So actually, even if it's right side up, when it goes played into the mirror, it's going to play backwards. So the way we get around that is there's wires that I forgot what the names were that I think it's called yoke. I'm actually going to have to Google this before I even attempt to do what I'm about to do. Anyway, where are they at? These wires here, blue and yellow, and red, and I want to say that one's green. Where is it? Jesus, freaking screwdriver stabbed me. Oh, it's brown actually. Red and brown, blue and yellow, and I forget which one's which. So I'm actually going to have to pause here until I can research what to do. But essentially, you cross one of the two, and it displays a mirror image. So that's actually what we're going to do. So we're going to need to hack into these, flip them, and then it should be playing backwards on the TV. But then when we put it back in here, it should be playing right side up. So, all right, let me go figure out what the hell I got to do, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I figured out what I need to do. I think I said this earlier, I don't know if I corrected myself. It is the yoke settings what we're going to be adjusting here. So you have your red and blue, red and blue wires, here's your blue, here's your red. Red blue is your horizontal, which pretty much flips you left and right as far as mirrored image or not. So that's what we're going to be adjusting. And if you say you had the opposite problem where it was upside down, you could actually flip the brown and the yellow, and that'll actually give it the opposite reverse image. And all of these terminate down here into the chassis. Got the light on it. this thing right here, and literally all we're gonna do, we're gonna take this thing out. It's 4 connections. We're gonna snap it in half, and where the red and blue are, we're just gonna twist it around so that the blue seeds in where the red went, and the red goes into where the blue went. And that's it. And hopefully it works, and hopefully I don't shock the piss out of myself. Okay, let's try it and see what happens. Alright, I said I was going to snap these in half, but it's going to be a pain in the ass to snap this. So what I'm actually going to do is just splice in. Let me get the flashlight out of there. It's actually messing things up. I'm actually just going to splice the red and the blue. Shit, is that the... Red and blue is what... Damn it, now I can't remember what the hell colors was. Hold on. Alright, so this is the wires coming out of the yoke. The ones we're actually going to swap are the red and the blue. And I was going to just try to snap it in half. Some people suggested just Dremel it, but I think the easiest way to do this is just keep the connector intact, and then just cut the red and the blue, and then strip them, and then splice them back. So, and then that way if it doesn't work, I can just undo it and put it back. So let's just do that then. You just want to make sure you leave yourself enough room to splice. And I don't want to come off. Okay, so now we have this stupid looking thing with the whatever, it'll work. And now, so this thing goes, it only goes in one way, so you can't mess that up. At least on this TV it does. And if it does, you just have weird wonky images, just flip your colors around. I don't think you're gonna hurt anything by having your colors out of alignment. It's just, you'll just get weird imagery. Put that back into the chassis. Okay, so it's in. The next step, dude, let's mount this thing. I want to get this plastic piece off. And let's do that now. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, bitch. Fucking heavy though. Alright, I'm just gonna go with this. Sorry guys, you're not gonna be able to see it. Well guys, I got the monitor in. I was working, I put it in upside down by accident, so when I went to go move it, I ended up snapping something on the neck board. So my $8 TV is, well, it's actually in way worse condition now because I took my frustration out on it. But yeah, so this TV is no longer going to help us out, which sucks because it did work. It was just upside down and I was like 95% complete. So anyway, that's out of the picture. F me, right? But you know what, I'm not giving up entirely. When I do find another tube TV that's 19 inches, we will go down that path. However, in the meantime, I'm getting a little tired of not being able to play this game. It's been sitting in my garage forever. So I got this cheap LCD 19-inch monitor that has, so you can't flip, there's no yoke settings in an LCD monitor. However, this monitor has a setting inside the TV itself where you can mirror the image, which is perfect. That's exactly what I need. So all I need to do is just take off that base, mount it to a piece of wood, throw it in here, hit the reverse setting, and we're done. So that's what I'm gonna do in the meantime, at least. This is actually I've been shooting this video in the last couple weeks, so this has been a while. I thought it through, and I'm like, fuck it. I just want to play this damn thing. And you're not gonna be able to tell, really. It's gonna be hidden inside. Well, you might be able to tell. We'll find out when we get it in there, right? But it's more reliable. Less things that can go wrong. And I can't burn this one up. So I'm gonna throw this bastard in there and see what it looks like. So I built this thing to mount the monitor on, but I mean, it fits. But actually, the monitor itself literally just sits right in there. I mean, it's not bolted down or anything, but it gets the job done. I can now play friggin' Space Invaders like it's supposed to. Mirror setting on the monitor is way easier than flipping the yoke. Not that it's hard, it's just if you don't pay attention, you're gonna fry your chassis like I did. But I mean, I'm pretty stoked. Let's actually let's kill the lights and see what the bitch looks like. Ah. Oh my god, I can't see shit. Why do I have to put so much stuff in my way? Alright, now let's coin up. Let's see if I can find this in the dark. And we are coined up. And we need one player. Yeah. Actually, you can see the monitor down in there. I mean, it gets the job done, right? It's not as cool as having a CRT, but it's not to say I can't put a CRT in there when I find one. It's just, even finding old tube TVs is difficult. I checked out 3 thrift stores, Goodwill, and they got nothing. And from what I hear is they don't take tube TVs anymore because they don't sell. I mean, how many people are actually making arcade machines out of them? So they're few and far between, and for the time being, at least now I can play the game. And yeah, so then when one does present itself, I can just swap it out. And hopefully I don't burn it up this time. But okay, so that's it for this video. I mean, it's real quick. Would have been more interesting if I didn't mess up the monitor, but we'll tackle that another day. Alright guys, thanks. See ya.